Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball.
Here we go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Right wing. No good on the three.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Harden fires away from outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Here's Russell. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. We played just over a minute here in the first. Harden from outside. Hits the trifecta. Harden's got 5 now. The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
And Gobert with a block. Embiid misses.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Thibault. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill, incredible. James did win an assist title, you know.
Pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. Now here's Russell. Back to Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three ball. Nails it from 3. He's got 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside Harden. Pass to Embiid. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And here's Edwards outside. Here's Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. Now here's Towns. Hounded by Harris. To the left side wing. Back to Russell. McDaniels from long range. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
4-3. And the 76ers another 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
I don't think there's any question the Sixers made the biggest trade of last season, sending a huge package to the Nets and getting James Harden in return.
Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Joel Embiid.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And Clark, in that Philly-Brooklyn trade, there were 5 players and 2 first-round draft picks involved.
And B.A., they were big-time players Philly gave up. Simmons, Drummond, Seth Curry. But when you're playing for a title and you can add James Harden, I think you got to take that chance.
D'Angelo Russell.
It's good. Russell's got 5.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Now here's Edwards. McDaniels can't hit. Embiid high post. Harris outside. And Embiid gets the double team. Out to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Oh, the step.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns.
Jalen Noel.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first. Pass to Towns. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3. He's got 7.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Crosses over. Here's Embiid. No good. A bit long that time.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
On the wing, Noel. Towns for 3. Outside McDaniels. Tries again. They get the rebound. Towns with the ball. He has 7. McDaniels can't hit. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Milton up top. Pass to Harrell. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, the inside game of Harrell is very impressive. I mean, he does a nice job of finding seams and cracks to get his work done inside.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Outside Tucker. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Edwards can't hit. Outside Milton. Pass to Tucker. Sends it home from three-point land.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. The T-Wolves on top. They're up 7. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Pass to Prince. Now Reed. Melton covers. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
On target from range. Melton's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Tucker brings a double team. Pass to Russell. Back to Anderson. Here's Moore. Checked by Tucker. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Melton. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance. Melton's got 6.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Tipped away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. The Sixers trailing. Milton attacking. Pass to Tucker. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Tucker. Pass to Niang. Clock at 6. Now here's Tucker. Anderson pulls it down. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, "I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys?"
Now he's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. The Timberwolves making a switch here. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Here's Niang. Oh, and Reid with a block. Here's Prince. Outside Russell. Rebound by the 76ers.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Pass to Harrell. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Milton. On the take. Here's Niang. Russell with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Moore. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Harrell. Hangs in the air. And he takes it up and lays it in. Harrell's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
3 on 3. And they double up Harrell. Pass to Tucker. Here is Harrell. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That'll be a jump ball.
Clock is at 3. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
And Clark, looking at last year's Sixers team, they were last in the NBA in offensive rebounding.
And also last in field goal attempts. And those go hand in hand. If you're not taking a lot of shots, and you're not going to have a chance for a lot of offensive rebounds. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense when you're not getting second shots. I expect them to really emphasize crashing the offensive boards this season.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Outside Thibault. The 3. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Towns down low. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Showing us a little bit of everything tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, extremely versatile, taking over at the offensive end.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Harden. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Harden with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his
You know, there's a reason Harden's at or near the leaders in free throws attempted every season. You know, he's really honed in on that ability to draw fouls. He's made it virtually an art form. Throughout years of play, one thing that has stayed consistent in the game of James Harden is remarkable ability to facilitate.
The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
Harden into the lane. And here's Harris outside. The shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Towns. Excellent D there from Embiid.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Crafty move. Harris outside. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with the double. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Close game here in Philadelphia. Right side Edwards. Driving inside. Excellent D there from Embiid. From deep three-point range. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Towns for 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
McDaniels with it. Harden picks him up. Pass to McDaniels. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it. The Sixers trailing. for three. Maxey. The shot off that time.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Thibault. Outside Harden. This for the tie. That shot is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Dives for it. Pass to Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Now it's the lineup for your 76ers.
Now the 76ers with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And here's Embiid. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it.
Minnesota ball.
Here's Edwards. Now here's Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Left side McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Counted from distance. Towns has got 17 points.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Lets the three fly. Embiid misses.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, No, I'm Glenn." But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million. Guys.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
All right, thanks, Allie.
Anthony Edwards.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Here's Embiid. Outside Maxey. Back to Embiid. Nice move. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
He gets it in there.
Anthony Edwards.
5 points in the game.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
And here's Harris outside. Anderson pulls it down.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Here's Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Yep, that one goes.
Assisted by.
And it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Prince. No good, off the front rim.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Down low. Harris' shot is good. And now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Intelligent ball movement that time from Embiid, getting it to a guy with a better shot.
Pass to Noel. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
Boy, I've liked the defensive persistence, hounding the opposition and forcing mistakes. As a result, coming up with steals, too.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Thibault. Harris with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Back to Maxey. Out to Harris. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Embiid.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length, making himself into a wall.
It's Edwards with a drive. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Harris.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. Boy, you get everything you want from a young star in Anthony Edwards. I mean, excellent all-out energy in every minute he's on the floor. Plays hard and with great intensity, and he's got a commitment to working hard in practice. That is a really good combination for one of your franchise players.
That's good from Harden. Practice certainly has paid off when you look at Anthony Edwards' stat line, Clark.
Yeah, improvement across the board, BA, and that doesn't just happen by accident or osmosis. You got to put the work in. In almost every category, his game is only getting stronger and better. The future, extremely bright for this young man, especially if he can keep that arrow green and going forward.
There's the drive. And then Harden with the jam.
You know, Harden is so hard to deal with when he drives because you know he's looking to draw the foul, and trying to defend him without fouling is a tall task.
Outside McDaniels. Left side Edwards. 6 to shoot. Yes, it's good. Edwards has got 12 points in the game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Pass to Niang. Here's Harrell. Outside Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Like seeing Harden score in tight spots. I mean, creating well for himself when the shot clock is winding down. Great poise.
And then Minnesota calls time here. Minnesota in the lead. Over to the wing. Here's Moore. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses. That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
Fast break, Philadelphia. For the lead. No good. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll be back with you shortly.
52.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The Sixers trailing. Outside Tucker. Back to Harden. That's tipped. Out to the right wing. Back to Prince. And stolen by Melton. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And, you know, the more they penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them. So they just kept doing it.
Pass to Moore. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Now Harden. Outside Tucker. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota the other way with it now.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
You know, whenever James Harden steps onto the court, you're almost expecting him to go off. He's got a great reputation that's well earned in this league as an elite scorer.
Pass to Prince. Here's Moore. There's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Now McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Towns double team. Takes the three. McDaniels, that's good.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
To the inside. And Harrell throws it down.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Pass to Ellaby. There's the three. To tie it up. And it's Niang with the rebound. The Sixers leading. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Out to the right wing. The three. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Ellaby. Here's Towns. Back to Reed. Outside McDaniels. Towns for three. A miss there. Now 8 for 14.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Outside Milton. To the paint. Poke loose. Harrell. Banked it in off the glass. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Here's Ellaby. Here's Towns. Another shot. And the layup is good. Towns has got 21.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
And the 76ers call time here. And this late game timeout, getting a breather here. Important for the players to recharge. This is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with some Gatorade. So both teams changing it up here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
And Allie, thanks. Timeout call, the Timberwolves. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Thybulle on the wing. Outside Maxey for three. And another miss by Philadelphia.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Buckle up now, guys. This play could very well decide the game.
Three-pointer, Harden. That shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's McDaniels. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And he drops the first.
Shooting from Minnesota.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Here's Thybulle. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his third.
It's on Anthony Edwards. That free throw misses.
At the line for Philadelphia.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Fast break, Minnesota. Oh, stolen by Harden. Pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Harden drawing the double team. Embiid with it. McDaniels covering. And they go to the intentional foul.
Timberwolves foul. Jaden McDaniels. That's his first personal foul.
Outside Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
The three from Russell. The rebound by Embiid. Now Philadelphia with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Outside Thybulle. This one for three. Drains the triple. And it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
Over the last few years, I think Harden has fine-tuned his playmaking skills. A threat for double-digit assists every night.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 5.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task. .107
left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Maxey. Oh, he's way off from outside. Edwards with it. Picked up by Embiid. Out left to the wing. Back to Russell. Let's go with a three. And they'll get another chance.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Well, Harden always has the ball in his hand, so he's accustomed to being in this position in clutch situations, and typically he delivers.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one, and that puts him up 5. And here's Minnesota now. Pass to Gobert. Embiid with a steal. Here's Maxey. Uses the glass on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Oh, stolen by Harris. Here's Embiid. Misses. So this one belongs to the...
Y'all still messy, and I'm sick of y'all trying it. RC's bang there from the back, bedroom, running my pack. Some lame broke all in my way, clear 'em. Chains ain't making no noise, ain't big enough. Wildin' on the boat on the island. When I better make him go to Thailand. One, I'ma have my fun. Teacup, I can fit a in my purse. Which one of y'all wanna go first? Spicy, ain't it out built like me? I run probably how I gotta deal with Nike. Beefin', you just mad we ain't speaking. And I'm the one that put the roof where you sleep in. Phony, I don't need no new homies. I'm the reason all of my ops ain't homeless.